Do you want to customize transactional emails in WooCommerce really easily without using any code, using a drag and drop builder? Then this video is for you. Not only is what I'm going to show you today able to do what I just said, but you can use it for your customers as well if they have WooCommerce sites or even just regular WordPress sites. You can help them set up their email marketing, their SMS marketing. You can even show them inside the dashboard of this plugin what value you're bringing to their business with your work, which is a really easy way for your customers to see what you're worth and keep paying you on a monthly basis to keep doing this work for them. This plugin is powerful. It's built for WordPress from the ground up. It's going to help you dial in your WooCommerce or WordPress site and bring it to the next level. It is Send by Elementor. It's from the same team that brought you the Elementor page builder, but you do not need to have Elementor installed for this to work. It works on any WordPress site and it's really powerful if you combine it with WooCommerce. In this video, I'll show you how easy it is to set up, how to customize your workflows, how to create transactional emails without any coding so you can get rid of those boring WooCommerce emails and have them customized to your brand. And I'm going to show you the dashboard and walk you through all the main components of how this works. Stick around because you're going to love it. Hi, I'm Bjorn from WPLearningLab, and let's get started. This is the homepage for Send by Elementor. Click on any Start for Free button. Takes you down to the pricing options. You see here, $0 per month, up to 500 email and SMS credits per month. And then the paid plans, if you pay annually, it's this much. Pay monthly, it's this much. And it's a pay-as-you-go model, so you can choose more credits as you need them. And then obviously that will cost more when you ask for more credits. But you don't need to scale up until you actually need them. When you click on Start for Free, it takes you to the WordPress repository. Just click on Download on the right-hand side, then find a spot on your hard drive to save it, and then head into your WordPress dashboard, go to Plugins and Add Plugin, then click on Upload Plugin, click Choose File to find it on your hard drive, or if you have a newer browser, you can drag and drop it from your download menu right in the top right there, then click Install Now, and then Activate Plugin. And on this page, you can either create an Elementor account or sign into an existing one. Either way, it's free. I'm going to sign in with email because that's how I sign in. The 6-digit code will be in your email account. Paste in the code right here. Click on Verify My Account. Click on Connect. And that's it. That's how easy it is to create a free account with Send and get started with what I'm going to show you in this video. You might be wondering, is this super hard? It's not. It's really easy. There's video tutorials to help you, but this video is going to walk you through most of the stuff you need to know. In this video, we're going to specifically be working on transactional emails created through WooCommerce, which are usually and notoriously hard to customize. Send makes it really easy. So we're going to create and customize those, and then I'll show you more about the Send dashboard. And after that, we're going to explore the dashboard of Send so you can see everything going on in here, and you'll see how simple and streamlined it is. That doesn't mean it's not powerful. This means it's built from the ground up to make your life easier and providing services to your customers easier, helping you create recurring revenue. There's even a feature that lets your customers see your value to them with the work you do in the Send dashboard. That's pretty cool. We'll see that later in the video. First, since we're customizing transactional emails with WooCommerce, we're going to sync our WooCommerce store. I have WooCommerce installed on this site, and that's great. I'm going to click on Sync My Store. If you don't have WooCommerce installed yet, there's lots of tutorials to help you with that. And if you don't, you're probably not watching this video anyway, because it's about customizing your transactional emails. So you probably have it installed already. Click on Sync My Store to sync it. It's going to sync products catalog, orders and revenue summary, customer details, and payment information. If you're good with that, click on Sync My Store. Then click on I Understand. It says here we're currently syncing your site's data, and that's great. And here we have a check mark for syncing our store. And I think that could be true that it went that fast because our store is pretty small. We can add contacts manually. I'm already in here as a contact, as you can see right there. That's the only contact on the site, just a demo site. You can import contacts from a file. Just make sure you have permission to email these people, because if you don't, you're spamming them and you don't want to be a spammer. We can connect forms, meaning when someone fills out a form, they're added to our mailing list if they check a box to say they want to be. There's a lot of different form builders you can use: Contact Form 7, WP Forms Lite, Elementor Pro's Form Element, Ninja Forms, and Gravity Forms. These three are currently not installed. That's why they're grayed out. I have CF7 and Elementor Pro installed. That's why we're able to connect. And keep in mind, even though it's built by the same team that built Elementor, you don't need Elementor installed. Works on any WordPress site. Even if there's no WooCommerce installed, you can still use it to build a mailing list for your blog, for example. There's lots of versatility with this plugin. For now, I'm not going to connect any of these because we're trying to just work through this initial setup so that we can then start customizing our transactional emails. We can create a list and send an email. Let's create a list. Let's just call this newsletter. Click on create, and we have a newsletter right there. And I want to add myself to that. So if I go to contacts, click on my little check mark there, click on this add to list, and just start typing in list name, and there it is. Update, and now we should have a 1. There I am, add to list. So now let's go to send a campaign again, build your first workflow, click on build a workflow. Here we can choose to use a template or create one from scratch. I'm going to choose a template. I'm going to start with a simple welcome email. It's probably under engagement related. It is welcome series, simple flow, 1 email, no text messages. Click on edit this flow or workflow. I'm going to call it welcome. And here is a quick outline of what it does. Everything starts with a trigger. The trigger in this case is this flow will start once a contact is added to a list. We're going to specify which list that is. And the email says, thanks for signing up. Awesome. Let's use this workflow. We can now customize it. Let's edit the trigger so that we have newsletter as the list. So we have when a contact is added to a list, we have lots of different options for when something happens. They're organized into transactional, cart, customer behavior, and engagement and activity. So for customer behavior, when a customer is added to a list, choose newsletter, and that's when it'll be sent. You could also specify a specific time for it to be sent. In this case, it doesn't make a lot of sense. So we're going to keep it on user behavior and like that. Save trigger, click on the email to edit the email. I'm just going to keep this as it is. No, I'm not. I'm going to change this. I'll show you how to change the sender email from this craziness to your email, whatever it may be, in just a minute. Under the content, let's choose the template for the content. See if there's a welcome email. These are all super fancy. I'm going to choose something very simple. Create an email, do it from scratch, simple welcome. I'm just going to add some text here. Welcome to our mailing list. Welcome to our newsletter. Much better. If you have any questions, please reply to any email we send. Bjorn. Okay, great. Save. As you can see, there's lots of different options, lots of widgets you can drag and drop. And this little star symbol, let's go back in there. This little star symbol means AI can help you generate whatever this widget is. In this case, it's a button. You can generate a header, text, and images with AI. There's also blocks, which help you organize the design of the email. There's body customization for colors and things. There's images pulled in from Unsplash, Pexels, and Pixabay. So there's lots of different stock images you can pull in really easily, and you can upload your own images as well. So that's pretty sweet. I'm going to save that and then save down here. And our simple welcome email flow is ready. Not sure why it signed me out, but now this simple flow is ready to go. You can click on launch workflow and you're off to the races. That's how easy it is. And of course, you can add more. These plus icons allow you to add emails, SMS coming soon, waiting time, which would be a delay. If you had a series of 3 emails that go out, you probably add a delay of probably 1 day for each one. But you can choose weeks, months, years. If you had a birthday sequence, you might have a delay of 1 year every time you send out a birthday email. Then if you wanted to have a conditional, that makes sense after the email is sent, we could have it based on if a contact opens an email. There's other options as well. Transactional, cart behavior, customer behavior, engagement and activity. Under customer behavior, we have a contact opens an email. Click on to save. So now if they open this email, if there's a yes, we can just do nothing, end of campaign. If it's no, you could send another email, maybe a second welcome email a week later. just to welcome them to the community or what have you. This becomes especially powerful when you're sending marketing emails, because if people don't open the email, they don't see your marketing messages. So if you can track who doesn't open emails, you can send the marketing messages again in a different way, a different subject line, a different format, a different whatever, and then you can possibly capture more of your market and turn them into customers. I'm going to click on Save as Draft over here, and now we have our first workflow as a draft. And you know what? I've decided I'm going to launch this workflow. Let's click into it. Let's just get rid of the condition split. Click on Launch Workflow, and let's go. Workflow is launched. It's currently running. That's how easy it is. So now anybody who's added to that list, the newsletter list, is going to get that welcome email. Super simple. Now that we have a little bit of experience creating a simple workflow, let's look at those transactional emails for WooCommerce. Click on Create a Workflow again. There's lots of different templates for workflows as well. So I encourage you to just check these out, because just these will give you some ideas on great stuff you can do, especially for your customers. For example, if it's order related, you can send them custom emails based on having a high order value. Send your customers, the ones who check out in the WooCommerce store, you can send them emails based on their order value or number of items in their cart. It's pretty cool. I'm going to click on Start from Scratch again. I'm going to call this Transactional Emails. For the trigger, we're going to choose behavior based, and then we're going to choose on our transactional, we have some options. Number of items in the order exceeds. And if we choose that, we can choose a number for if the order has more than that many items. And then you can also choose purchase value exceeds and put a dollar amount. And you can choose when the order is complete. That'll be the trigger. The trigger can also be contact hasn't made an order for X number of days, bringing your customers back. Maybe you could offer them a coupon or notify them about a sale that's going on. So those are the options under the transactional organizational tab here. But that's not the only transactional email that WooCommerce sends. You also have cart emails. You can have when the cart amount exceeds a certain amount. This means they haven't ordered. This is an abandoned cart sequence when the amount in the cart exceeds a certain dollar value. The number of items in the cart exceeds a certain number of items. Or if the cart is abandoned, they've closed the cart, they've left for a certain amount of time. Does it say for how long? No purchase is made in 1 hour. And then customer behavior and engagement aren't really transactional. So for the transactional, we're going to just choose purchase value exceeds $100. You can add a contact filter to here, which allows us to limit who would receive this email. I'm not going to limit it in this case, but you have the option to. So the contacts that are allowed to be emailed would need to be on or not on, depending which option you choose, a certain list. That'll filter out certain contacts. I'm not going to use that in this case. I'm just going to say or choose if the purchase value exceeds $100, we're going to send them a specific email. You can even have a conditional here. Wait, can you? Let's see. If the purchase value exceeds. Yeah, so you could have this first one say if purchase value exceeds $1,000, then you go a certain direction. And then if it exceeds a different dollar amount, you can have them go a different direction if you wanted to do that. Take a little thinking to make sure you don't send one of those groups email twice, but you can figure that out. Let's choose email, set up email, subject line, thank you for your purchase. You'd use this sort of trigger and workflow for people who purchase a lot, who you want to have more of a white glove service maybe. Maybe they get extra perks because they bought more, that kind of thing. We really appreciate it. And for the content, I'm going to choose a template, and we are going to choose, there's lots of templates, and they're continually adding more. I don't know on what schedule, but I know that more have been added since the last time I was in here. Let's do this one right here. Maybe for people who order more than a certain dollar amount, they get a special offer. Customer loyalty offer, 3 days only. So you spend over $100 and for 3 days only, you can get another, I don't know, whatever you decide. Spend 50 more, get $5 off. It's not the best deal. Get $25 next online purchase. And this email builder is drag and drop, as you can tell. You can click in each section, edit it as you will. You'll see all the options to edit it on the right-hand side. Really easy to use. If you want to add more things, click the little X to close out the editor, and you can add blocks to add sections. Maybe you want to have a little 3-column section right there. Maybe you want to have some images in there. Let's put an image in that one. Click on the image. Look up some stock photos. Dogs. Look at that cute puppy. Throw that in there. Then you can have your 3 images across here. And these 2 are stock photos. For this middle one, I'll use some extra special. Let's have AI generate happy puppy. Happy puppy. Chewing on a bone in the backyard. You'll see at the bottom, this green bar was being colored in as I wrote. With only happy puppy, it says, there's not enough for your prompt. You need more. So I added the rest. Now it's almost fully green. There's a little sliver that's not dark green. That's okay. I think it's okay. Should be okay. Let's see what it creates. Well, that's a pretty nice prompt right there. Choose a style. I want to have it be realistic. And it's not super realistic, but you know what? There's a puppy with a bone. Let's add that to our design. And the AI options for the text are a little bit different because it doesn't really create text as far as I can tell. So all the text boxes will have a smart text label here, which allow you to improve the text, not actually create it. So let's do this one. Pick an extra special treat for your best friend today. And it doesn't have the text or the AI button. Let's paste it in there. Use smart text to rephrase it. And then I want to make it or expand it as well. Just so there's some more information for us there. There's a lot of information. But there we expanded based on the title. And bada bing, bada boom, Bob's your uncle. You've got AI writing your emails for you right inside of Send by Elementor. Super simple to do. Click on Save. And now this email is going to go to everybody who purchased over $100. What's that going to do for you? It's likely going to provide more revenue for your business or for your customer's business. Click on Launch Workflow to capture that extra revenue for yourself or for your customers. Boom, it's running. It's that simple. Now, if somebody goes and purchases more than $100 of material products from our store, they're going to get that email. And the great part is, maybe the greatest part, if we go to the overview, you will see total store revenue, total number of products sold, total number of orders for the store in general. And then on the right-hand side, you will see which portion of that is created directly by Send. The overall total here, this is revenue by email, revenue by SMS, by Send. And then this will be what your customers see as what you've done for them. So if someone with an existing WooCommerce store hires you to help improve their business, and you think, I could probably use Send to do this, you install it, you set it up, you set up all the workflows. There's no limit to the number of workflows you can have. There's no limit to the number of contacts that you can have with Send. You're only limited by the number of emails and text messages that you can send, up to 500,000. I'm sure if you go over that, you can contact Elementor and get some kind of enterprise rate if you need more than that. But if you're sending 5,000 messages, you're going to end up making some money from it. And if you need to upgrade to a higher dollar amount and you're sending that many messages, if you set Send up properly, you will be making money from that, either you or your customers. And the great thing is, once you set it up, it's totally automated. So let's say you have a customer that has a big store. You set up Send and you send out 50,000 emails or text messages in a month. You would pay full price, $46.99. And your customer would be paying a different amount. You'd charge them whatever. You could double that. Charge $100 a month, $200-300, whatever it is that you charge. If that amount that you charge is significantly less than the number they see over here from the revenue that essentially you set up for them, they're going to keep paying you and they're going to keep asking you to do more stuff for them. That's the power of Send by Elementor, because you can use it on any WooCommerce website. It does not need to be built with Elementor. It just needs to have WooCommerce and WordPress. And you saw how easy it was to set all these things up. So there's really no reason for you not to try it out. Just click the link in the description down below, go to this page, create a free account, and just set it up and see what happens. Start simple. Start with just the welcome sequence, or better yet, if you have WooCommerce Store, start with the abandoned cart emails, because those are proven to recover revenue for businesses who implement them almost immediately. That is, of course, assuming that your store already has customers and you're making sales on a regular basis. So I think you understand the power of being able to customize these transactional emails and create these workflows super easily. The last thing I want to show you is how to fix the crazy email that we saw twice already in this email. On the Make It Yours tab inside of the Get Started section, we can set up a custom email account. Click on Set Up Email. Under Branded Email Setup, click on Set Up Email. Enter domain name. I'm going to enter WPLearningLab.com. Sender name is me. Click on Next. For the DNS provider, this is the place where your email lives. Some people have it with their hosting account. Some people have it separately. I have it with G Suite, or is it called Workplace now? I think they changed the name recently, but it's not Google Domains. So I'm going to have to choose Other, but hopefully the one that you choose is on this list. And if it is, it gives you information on how to fix it right here. Actually, it's all the same information, isn't it? Guess it doesn't really matter too much. I'm going to choose Other because mine isn't on that list. Then I'll click on Next. And then all you have to do is create these records inside of your DNS. I'm going to go into GoDaddy and show you how it works there, because I think a lot of people use GoDaddy. It's very similar in other systems as well. You just need to find the DNS area. That's usually the hardest part. And then entering these values is just a matter of filling in a simple form. So inside GoDaddy, you have a list of domains, maybe just have one. And on the right-hand side, or to the right side of that domain, you'll have an option to click on DNS. Do that. We want to be on the tab that says DNS records. And if we scroll down, we can see them right here. There's a whole bunch for this domain. When we are adding the ones that Send wants us to add, we have to click on Add New Record. We choose the type. It's going to be CNAME, as it says right here. For the name, I'm going to copy this, paste it right there. For the value, copy this one, paste it right there. You can keep the TTL as half an hour and then click on Save. First one added. Let's do that again. Add new record. We're going to choose CNAME. I'm going to paste this in there for the name, this one for the value, and save. Last one. Add new record, CNAME, paste in the name, paste in the value, and save that too. Bob's your uncle. Those are all set up. And this can take up to 72 hours to take effect. So once you add that to the DNS section wherever your domain name lives, click on Finish Setup, and that's going to continually scan. Currently says pending. It's going to keep on scanning to make sure or to detect when those changes have been set. And then all the emails sent from Send will be from the email address that we set up in here. And that's probably the most technical component of this whole thing. Send makes it super easy to integrate with WordPress. And if you want to check Send out, click the link in the description down below. It is an affiliate link. If you end up buying through there, I will get a credit for that. It does not make it more expensive for you, but it's an easy way to support me in the channel. And I appreciate that. If you got value from this video, hit like and subscribe to let me know. And then check out this playlist on the screen right now, which is a playlist of all the recently developed and new Elementor products. There's Site Mailer, there's AI Site Planner, there's Angie, which is coming soon. I'll make a video for that soon. There's Send. There's so many things that the Elementor team is developing for the WordPress ecosystem, not just for Elementor. It's not another layer on top of Elementor. It's for WordPress and WordPress users in general. So check out that playlist. There might be something that interests you over there. And I'll see you in one of those videos.